Hello, Nick here from Technovo and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm looking at the VastKing SA10 tablet, but before we get into that, I'll pass you over to Steph for today's video sponsor.
CD Key Offers is the best place on the internet right now to get Windows OEM keys, new games and essential software keys, all for a really great value. A Windows 10 Pro OEM key is on sale right now, and once purchased, CD Key Offers will send you the key in which you can then use to activate your Windows software. And don't forget, you can use TNO20 to receive a 20% discount on your purchase. Visit cdkeyoffers.com to get started.
Okay, let's start off with the spec. The tablet is running Android 10. It's got a 1.6 GHz 8-core processor, a 10-inch IPS display with a 1920 by 1200 resolution. It's got 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of onboard storage, which can also be upgraded to up to 128 GB via the micro SD card slot, and it has a 6000 mAh battery as well. There is a 13 megapixel rear camera, a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, and you can also connect the tablet to both 2.4 and 5 GHz networks. The tablet comes in two colours, either silver or rose gold, which is the version we got here. It's got a big 10-inch display to the front with white borders all the way around the sides, plus the front-facing camera at the top too. It very much resembles my wife's rose gold iPad, just slightly different in proportion. To the back of the tablet, you've got the rose gold metal finish, and that rose gold continues to rise up the sides too, and you'll notice the longer edges are slightly rounded as well. If held horizontally, to the top is the power on button and volume control. To the right side is the USB-C port, headphone jack, microphone, and two speakers. To the left-hand side is the micro SD card slot, which is opened like a SIM card slot. You push a little pin provided into the hole and it will pop open. I like the overall appearance of the tablet. It feels nice to hold. It's got a premium feel to it and it's not overly heavy. I like it's got USB-C, which should be standard nowadays, and I'm glad it's got a headphone port as well. Booting the tablet out for the first time, I just signed in with my Google account and away I went. I was pleased it came stock Android with no bloatware, no third-party apps or anything, and left me with about 28 GB of storage left. As for performance, I did run Geekbench and got a CPU single core of 152, multi-core at 803, and Vulkan was 77. Do as you please with those scores. I've definitely seen better, and I've also seen worse. Screen performance was good. It can get quite bright, although it doesn't state a nit reading, so I'm not quite sure how bright. It's responsive enough and keeps up with scrolling through the menus and web pages. Having the ability to connect it to my 5 GHz network helped a lot with loading up web pages fast. Multitasking seemed fine, swapping between apps was okay, as was having multiple tabs open up in Chrome. Video quality was good and it will show content at 1080p. Watching Netflix or YouTube videos, the image is clear, the colours are somewhat vibrant, and it was very enjoyable to watch. However, moving on to the audio, and it's quite disappointing. Both speakers are located on the bottom or right hand side of the tablet, depending on how you're holding it, and it's likely you'll be holding it landscape for video content, which means you will be covering up the bottom speaker. That leaves just the top speaker giving out any sort of audio, and it's not great. The sound is tinny, it definitely lacks bass, and the more you increase the volume, the worse it gets. Fortunately, you can plug in a pair of headphones or connect wirelessly via Bluetooth, so you don't have to use those speakers at all.
Long time now, and they know laptops very well. Now, to be honest with you, they're my family's go-to brand. Both myself and my father own one for work purposes and have never had any kind of issue with them. So going into this, I'm really already a fan. Today though, HP has asked us to take a look at their new 2-in-1 offerings, or convertible as they're being branded as online. It's the HP ProBook X360 435 powered by AMD. And first impressions, it's a tidy setup for sure.
You may want to game on this tablet, and you certainly can. I played some Call of Duty Mobile, and it wasn't that bad at all. I managed to get some kills, so that's something. If you're serious, it might not be for you, but a bit of casual COD or something less demanding, then perfectly fine. I also actually downloaded the Stadia app and logged in and played some Cyberpunk with the Stadia controller. It ran fine. Quality of the gameplay was as if I was playing on any other mobile device. A slight delay issue, but that's more the Stadia than the tablet. The device is not officially supported by Stadia, so if you want to use it, you need to go into the settings and allow third-party devices to use the app. Moving on to cameras, the rear camera at 13 megapixels is okay. It will take photos, it's nothing special, and you probably could get away with using them for social media if you wanted. Likewise, the front-facing camera, just about acceptable for video calls, but won't blow you away. At about £120 at the time of reviewing this, it's not performed that bad at all. The speakers suck and the cameras aren't great, but everything else works perfectly fine. I'd say this is ideal for watching content like gaming, sorting your emails, that kind of thing. That is a wrap on this video. If you have stuck around to the end, then thank you very much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos in the future.